Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress episode number 8. I'm going to start things off with a bunch of little random tasks to just kind of get some things out of the way. And let's start, first of all, with I placed a block over here, and I thought maybe if I block this part a little bit, we can get the water going a little bit deeper in here. And so I just placed the one, and then it occurred to me, I noticed that the water is actually kind of getting shallow over on this end where the waterfall is. So we've alleviated some pressure and spread this around. And Lightning Dragon had actually mentioned that, hey, why don't you dam this up? That would build the pressure back this way. At least I think it was him or Chloe. And I thought, well, maybe I'll test that on this side, but then because I thought this was too deep, but I'm realizing this is probably good. So I think I might just block this one up and build that pressure around. Now, I did put the well in last time, and in talking with a number of you guys, it doesn't really make sense for me to have the well because they can just drink right out of the water here. I can even just take this out, leave it open, and they can get water right from that point. And water really is only used in emergencies when there's no booze. So booze is what I really should be working on. Excuse me. So as far as that goes, let's go down here. What I did was I went ahead and dug out the area down here. We have the farm. This is exposed to the elements above, and so I dug this out so we could get some underground stuff, because if we make the plump helmet mushroom, which this is something that I haven't really got into yet, it's used a lot in the booze. You can really get a lot of it going. They can even eat it and everything, so it's kind of one of those, hey, you should have been doing this from the beginning, Weem, things. And I just haven't. I've been focusing on digging things out and where am I going to put this and that, and oops, that's just kind of what I do in games like this. But it's starting to become a problem. If I actually hit the Z for status button, you can see we don't have any drinks right now. So this is a bad thing, and you guys have been telling me that, hey, get on this. So if I go through, you can see that I've got a 1x3 farm here, and I've done that a few times. I've got 6 of these, and they are placed down. So let's go ahead and get plump helmets in here. I've got all seasons on this one, so I want this to basically make plump helmets through all the seasons. And I think I might do that through these first, maybe these top 3. So if I go down to here and I turn on plump helmets, that should be set for all seasons. Let me click on this guy. See, I think that's all seasons. If I go C, it just cycles these. If I hit C for autumn, it'll actually change what's available here. If I go back to A for spring and actually go down, hit enter, we should be good. Shift enter, and I want to hit C and go to autumn. Okay, so plump helmets is still selected. I just want to make sure. So I think we're good on these top 3 to always be that. And I might go through these and actually cycle that around a bit, kind of flip between things. So for example, I think if we start with spring and we say plump helmet, and then we say summer, also plump helmet, and then we say autumn, and then just do something different. Let's do cave wheat, and then for winter we will do the dimple cups. Why not? So there we go. We've got a number of different things we'll cycle through there, and I think I'll step through and probably do the same for these, for spring, for summer, and then for autumn. Let's try something a little bit different. We will go with the pigtails here, and then in winter we'll go ahead and do the dimple cups again, and then probably something similar here. Maybe actually we'll skip, we'll go to quarry bushes. How about that? Let's go here, and for let's see, summer we will do cave wheat. No, let's do the sweet pods, right? And for autumn, we don't have sweet pods available. We'll do the quarry bushes, and for winter, let's do dimple cups there. So we've got a nice little mix there, primarily leaning towards the plump helmets, which is the way to go as far as I'm hearing from you guys. So I think we should be set there. I'm going to remove this block here, and then I think we'll probably pop a hole through here to start laying out the walls in here. Now, another thing that I'd like to get to is we have a lot of dogs, a lot of puppies, and so that's something that I want to take care of. The rabbits have really exploded. I thought I only had a few of those, but as rabbits do, they've been making more of themselves. They've been duplicating here. So what I want to do is actually, I'm going to try and remember this. I should have tested this before, but I think I go in here to pets, is it? Okay, cool. And then I think, look down at the bottom. I think I can cycle this stuff around. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't here. I'm trying to remember. Because I think I could make these available or something. Maybe that wasn't in here actually. But anyway, I want to like manage the animals. Let's go into status. Maybe that's where it was. Animals, enter there. Okay, yeah, I think this might have been where it was. So we have all these stray dogs. I just want to look through this list. Dogs, cats, ewes, rams, hens. And then here you go. We've got a lot of puppies. And then of course, right back up to the dogs. So there you go. Down at the bottom we have war training and we have slaughter. Yes, you can slaughter the dogs. And then we have hunting training. So I think I'm going to kind of cycle between these, between the war training and the hunting. So war, hunting. I'm just kind of alternating those back and forth. And let's see. I might want to leave some of those just, let's see, just as normal. And then I don't remember if I have to set these as available in order to do the training. That might just be to allow them to be pets. I don't recall. You guys can let me know in the comments. I think though that you do switch available over. And if not, maybe that's just not a big deal. The puppies, we can't do the training yet. That's not a thing that we can do. So I might just leave these as is. I think we might do that for now. And then we've got, of course, the rabbits. Let me go down because I want to see, do I have any more, or is this the extent of the list? Okay, so that's the extent of the list. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these rabbits. We're going to go ahead and set them to slaughter rather. Let's see, looking at how many we have there, I think I'll just do these first 4. And then we've got a few more up here. We'll do one of these. I think that's what we'll do. And then we do have a bunch of hens and everything. No, we're good on that because we're getting all these eggs and everything from those guys. I think that's good enough. I just don't want this to get too crazy. And they're like covering the stairs here. They're making it difficult to come in and out of here. So I think that's a good start. Okay, so we've got the block out in the end of the moat removed, and I popped a hole in the wall, so I think we're ready to go. If I drop down a layer or two, you can see that that's solid ground that we are kind of aimed right above. So if I go down, I should be able to build a block here. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to build, Shift C, go to wall, and let's put that here. No access to building material. Non-economic item. Let me back out here. Okay. I'm not sure why that won't let me. I don't know if this like Steam is kind of blocking that. Oh wait. Oh, I did it over the wrong one, didn't I? I need to do it there. I think I messed that up. Let's try that again. Can I do that there? Water. Okay, so you can't just place it right into water, even if it's somewhat shallow. I'm assuming that's the problem. So anyway, that's unfortunate. Let me think about that. Now if let's see, if I build a floor here, well basically here, then I think I can build off of it. Maybe it won't care about the water. I'm not sure. I might have to try and experiment with that, but these things get a little risky as we're working with water. As Lightning Dragon, I think, had mentioned, he said, make a backup. But I'm not so concerned about flooding. I mean, I might lose somebody to this, but that kind of brings me to my next subject. We have a lot of dwarves here. If I pause this, you can see we've got 28 and 6, so we have 34 right now. And I can actually bring up Dwarf Therapist, and you can see the big list of names. And I've got a lot of people in here right now, but I do have some room for some more names. So go ahead and leave me a comment if you guys would like your name in, and just let me know, what name you'd like to see. Looking down this list, you'll probably see some of your names in here, especially if you've mentioned that you want your name listed in here. I think I've got everybody that's asked in the comments, plus I've pulled some from the Discord chat, as well as Vortex Discord chat. So anyway, I have a link in the description of the video, by the way, if you'd like to join us in the Discord, just kind of hang out and chat, stuff like that. If you don't know what it is, it's a text chatting program that also has voice chat capabilities, which we jump into when we play games at times, but for the most part we just text chat each other. So Anyway, yes, I've got a bunch of names in there. So trying to think of some of the newer ones. Ozerhex is a new one. Stevie, Toy. I've got a number of others in here. Dan just went a little bit crazy. He just took over the he just took over the crafting station, the craft dwarf station, I think, because he got in a mood to make something, which we've had happen before. And I made the 2 workstations, so he's on one of those making something. We'll see what that is at some point. We've got Dark in here, Demented Zombie. Who else was new? I know I had a few more, but Carcarite is new. But anyway, yeah, there we go. We've got a whole bunch of new people in here. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that back out. We'll go ahead and run this. So I guess my point was I wasn't too concerned about losing someone to this experiment. I don't know who that would be. Somebody ran over here. I think it was Jacob, so it probably would have been Jacob. I'm not sure. But there you can see that Dan just finished his thing. It said Dan Woodburner has created Engiglar Legastadar, I guess, a red panda bone earring. Now what's interesting is I have him in here as Dan Legs, and it named this thing Lelgastadar. I don't know, it's kind of similar. I don't know if it ever does that where it kind of riffs on the name that they have, but anyway, that's kind of cool. So he's just here. He's just finished that earring, I guess. The bone earring. So anyway, hopefully he'll get back to whatever he was doing before. You can see we got all kinds of fish and barrels and things like that. I'm going to actually jump up here really quick. And we can see some things coming through, which is what I wanted to see. I was like, I want to see some activity here. I want to see something happening. And that is a very good sign indeed. Okay, I know this has been kind of a miscellaneous style episode, but I've got a number of those little things out of the way, with the farm and everything going. And what I want to do right now is actually get a bit of the guard tower or the gate kind of set up. Because I want to try and make sure every episode I'm doing something, to work up the defense of this place. So let's keep that going. So we're going to build, and we're going to go into walls. And let's see, we're going to place some of these down. I was thinking about this a little bit. What I think I'll do is go here to here. And of course we want that limestone. Okay, those 2, and then let's see. Whoops. I could stay in there. I don't have to come all the way back out to here. Wall here to there. Enter. Wall. No, not there. Let's see. Like here? Kind of give you an idea for what I'm doing here in a second as soon as I get this down. Okay, so let me just go ahead and run this a bit. So I've got the walls here and here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a door here, and then I'm going to have stairs. They might even just be right here, since they can walk through things anyway. And then we're going to go up a level, and maybe even 2, and then I will have kind of flattened out area on top of both, and I may bridge across and do some fortifications and things so that they have these fortifications to fire from, down onto enemies. I think that would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and let's see. It's back in the same menu, and I need stairs upstairs. So we'll do one here. I was gonna say that wood is fine for the stairs, but we don't really want to do that, just in case there's a fire. Upstairs here, there. Okay, so we'll get that going. Because we don't know, something could come in here and start blowing fire around, and that would be bad. Burn stairs, then we can't get down, things like that. So really trying to focus on keeping everything stone up here, unless I'm not too concerned about it. Maybe there's some kind of building that I make at some point, just for fun, like I'm going to wrap something out here, like storage, and then I don't really care if it's a building. I'm noticing down in these errors down here that let's see, could not find a path. It looks like this stuff was maybe okay, or maybe there's animals. Can they not walk through the animals? I'm not sure. But also, we had a message that Styx was missing. I don't know what that was about. Let's see. Styx Rivers has been missing for a week. And we could see that Muggle was possessed. and then he's claimed the craft store's workshop. Again, sometimes they get this in their mind, and I think this is actually taking over for what Dan did. The game crashed, and I had to reload, and I lost everything that I had done that you guys saw before. So in fact, if I jump back down, by the way, to the farm, you'll see it's actually a little bit bigger, and I have a little bit more because I had to redo that. So unfortunately, in between that last segment now, it crashed and I lost that, but fortunately it wasn't too much. That's why you'll notice the wall is back. I don't have the piece down there, so that's okay. I got us back where we were, and I guess my point was that I think that this possession was going to happen, and perhaps, and that this time it picked Muggle instead of Dan. But anyway, so he's on the Craft Dwarf's workshop working on something, but I had only just noticed the sticks was missing, so that's unfortunate. I don't know what's going on with that. It looks like Vortak is canceling he's canceling doing something with the cat there. Probably trying to pet the cat. But anyway, that was pretty interesting. Let's just go ahead and run this again. So I'm wondering if this path is not clear because of the animals or something. I think that, maybe that's the problem. Waiting for construction. So anyway, I'm not sure, but I may have to try and move some animals around, get some of them moved. You can see them, they have some of the markings here. So green and red. I believe that green is hunting and red is war. So anyway, it looks like they're starting to get trained, which is a good thing. Let's go ahead and pause this and go up a level. And I want to do the next level of blocks. Now, I don't really build multiple level blocks, but it does look like, if you look over here in Stonesense, it looks like the floor level is here. So I think we can just build straight onto this. That was going to be my question. I wasn't sure. So we're going to go to here and go to wall. And then we're going to go ahead and do... Now, I got to make sure that people don't get trapped, right? If I end up building a whole segment here, they may walk down and build this way and then kind of get stuck. I have to make some other stairs. So I'm going to try and be a little bit careful with how I do this. Now, let's see. That's not going for some reason. Let's go ahead and try the floor. Well, let me do a floor here. Okay, that's not working either. So I may have to figure out something else here to get that working. I'm not really sure. Again, I haven't done that before. Built a wall on top of a wall from this position, so not really sure what's involved, but I'll go ahead and play around with that. But I think for now we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. We are running a bit close on time here, so we'll pick it up next time, and we'll leave this very random, very miscellaneous episode behind us. But hey, we got the farm going. We have the Plump Helmets going, so we should be getting some booze and everything going here in the very near future. I do want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.